I'm Linda, Dania Beach's Chief Human Resources Officer, and I'm thrilled to share with you what we have to offer you when you join our team. By hiring and retaining the best talent, we ensure that our residents, visitors, and team members will receive the best service any city can offer. Our ideal candidate is not only the best qualified for the job, but is also someone who wants to be part of an amazing team of professionals that serve the public with respect, integrity, and with a standard of excellence. Our recruitment process is straightforward. Once you see an opening, click on the link and submit your application. Preferences are provided to qualified veterans and city residents. We also offer a comprehensive benefits package, competitive salaries, training and development opportunities, and have an extremely supportive management team. Our culture is one of mutual respect, collaboration, and support. We strive to keep our team members engaged, motivated, and happy to come to work. We prioritize team members' work-life balance and well-being by offering a hybrid work schedule for many positions. Our RISE standards are our guiding principles that we carry each day as public servants. Everyone on our team treats each other and our community with respect, integrity, and operates at the highest standards of excellence. We do our very best each day to provide excellent service for our visitors, customers, and the Dania Beach community. Here at the City of Dania Beach, we also invest in our team members' skills through training, mentoring, coaching, and education. We encourage all full-time team members to pursue programs, undergraduate and graduate degrees, or professional certifications that
Opportunity, initiative, leadership. For many youth, entering the workforce and holding that first paycheck can be a source of immense pride and satisfaction.
CareerSource Broward's Summer Youth Employment Program provides Broward County students between the ages of 16 and 18 with paid employment over the summer. But it's more than just a job. It's a learning experience with invaluable lessons in those soft skills that are sought after by employers.
Through a partnership with the Children's Services Council of Broward County, CareerSource Broward Summer Youth Employment Program prepares our region's emerging workforce for a rewarding professional future. CareerSource Broward's 8-week dynamic initiative provides students with employment experiences in different industries that are closely related to their career choices. It all starts with training. In preparation for their workforce journey, youth attend a 3-day employability skills workshop. Critical skills including punctuality, time management, professional presentation, communication, conflict resolution, and teamwork are addressed through interactive discussions, workbooks, role-playing, and computer training.
It really has helped me in learning really how to control my voice.
I've learned a lot, such as work etiquette, just how to be more professional in the office space, how to incorporate everything that I learned from any job there is into my future profession.
Young people bring a fresh perspective. They have a unique way of doing things and a unique viewpoint on the world today.
Computer skills, phone skills, greeting customers, everything that I've done here that I can definitely take to the future with me.
They bring an energy and an enthusiasm into the organization.
Really just opening my mind to the business world, so it's been great.
It furthered my ability to multitask in a work environment, especially like a stressful work environment.
I've learned, what to do if, we have to have an emergency C-section, make calls, like emergency calls if we need someone to go to the OR room or if we need someone to come down as far as like anesthesia or anything like that.
By providing innovative employment solutions and quality workforce services to initiative.
budget hearing and regular meeting, Thursday, September 12th, 2024, 7 p.m. Clerk, could I please have a roll call?
Yes. Mayor Ryan?
Here.
Vice Mayor Llewellyn?
Here.
Commissioner Davis?
Here.
Commissioner James?
Here.
Commissioner Salvino?
Here.
City Attorney Bootsas?
Here.
City Manager Garcia?
Here.
Mayor, you have a quorum.
Thank you. Let's please remember this is the 23rd anniversary of 9/11 attacks this week. So I'll take a moment of silence. Please bow your head. Thank you. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we're moving right into the budget. Item 3.1, please, Frank. So this is the budget public hearing items. We have 4 of them.
Can I read the item?
5 of them. Yes, go ahead, Eve.
A resolution of the City Commission relating to the imposition of fire rescue assessment and provisions of fire protection services, facilities, and programs in the City of Dania Beach, ratifying, confirming, and supplementing Resolution 2024-96, reimposing fire rescue assessments with updated assessment rates against assessed properties located within the City of Dania Beach for October 1, 2024 fiscal year, approving the rate of assessment, final assessment roll, providing for effect of adoption of resolution, conflict, severability, and an effective date. Finance Department.
Thank you, Attorney Bootsas. So this is our fire assessment, and what we're looking at this year is levying a total of $7.5 million in revenue for the city fire rescue services only. That does not include EMS or medical-related services. The residential assessment rate is $240.81, and that represents an increase of $22.65 from the prior year.
Thank you, Frank. Commissioner James?
Make a motion to approve 3.1.
Oh, before the motion, this is a public hearing. Does anybody wish to speak on item 3.1? All right, seeing none, I have a motion from Commissioner James. Vice Mayor Llewellyn. That's all I got to do. Vice Mayor Llewellyn?
Second.
I have a second from Vice Mayor Llewellyn. Okay, we have a comment, motion and a second, and we have comment. Commissioner Davis.
Yes, I just wanted to bring up a couple of comments that I received from the public regarding the budget. And so, just the millage rate is regarding the millage rate. Oh, sorry. I'm not ready. Okay, thank you. Never mind.
Okay, I have a motion and a second to pass item 3.1. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed say nay. All right, item 3.1 passes. Item 3.2, please, Eve.
A resolution of the City Commission relating to the solid waste service assessment, reimposing solid waste service assessment against assessed properties located within the boundaries of the city for the fiscal year starting October 1st, 2024, approving the rate of assessment and the assessment roll, providing for conflicts and an effective date. Finance.
Thank you. The solid waste assessment is for residential solid waste collection. Waste management is our solid waste hauler. And we have a solid waste fund, and we're utilizing some of the fund reserve to offset the rate this year for the residents. It's a decrease of $18 this year for our residential solid waste assessment. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank. This is a public hearing. Does anybody wish to speak on item 3.2? Public hearing. All right, seeing none. Commissioner James?
I make a motion to approve item 3.2.
Okay, I have a motion to approve item 3.2. Vice Mayor Llewellyn?
Second.
I have a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed say nay. All right, item 3.2 passes unanimously. 3.3, please.
A resolution of the City Commission relating to the provision of stormwater management services, imposing and reimposing stormwater assessments against property located within the city for the fiscal year beginning October 1st, 2024, and approval of the rate of assessment and the assessment roll, providing for conflicts and effective date. Once again, Mr. DiPaolo.
Thank you. Our stormwater assessment this year is increasing from $60 to $120. The main reason for that is we're issuing a $30 million revenue bond. We have some excellent news about that the city manager is going to share with you in a few moments. But in order to pay the debt service on those bonds, we need to increase the assessment, and this is to pay for numerous projects throughout the city. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank. This is a public hearing. Does anybody wish to speak on this item? Item 3.3. All right, seeing none. Commissioner James?
Make a motion to approve item 3.3.
Motion to approve item 3.3. Vice Mayor Llewellyn?
Second.
I have a second. All right. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed say nay. Item 3.3 passes. Okay, up to item 3.4.
Thank you. A resolution of the City Commission as required by the City Charter and Section 200.065 of the Florida Statutes, approving the proposed millage rate necessary to be leveled for the fiscal year 2024-2025 for operating purposes, establishing the debt millage approved by the electorate, providing for a public hearing when and where objections may be heard and questions concerning the same will be answered, providing for conflicts and an effective date. And just to be clear, the announcement is for tonight's budget hearing for the City of Dania Beach for 2024-2025. The proposed operating municipal millage rate will be 5.9998 mils, which reflects no change from the city's current fiscal year millage rate. This operating millage rate represents a 4.99% increase over the rollback rate of 5.7147 mils as computed in accordance with 200.65 of the Florida statutes. The voter-approved debt service millage rate is 0.0985 mils in accordance with the provisions of law pursuant to 200 of the Florida statutes, and the city's aggregate millage rate is 6.0983 mils, which is 5.9998 mils for operating and 0.0985 mils for debt service. The final public hearing for the ad valorem tax millage and budget will be held on Tuesday, September 24th, 2024, here at City Hall at 100 West Dania Beach Boulevard at 7 p.m.
So I just want to point out that the millage rate of 5.9998 has not increased since it was established in fiscal year 2011. And also further point out that the debt service millage rate decreased again this year and has decreased every year since 2011.
Thank you, Frank. This is a public hearing. Does anybody wish to speak on item 3.4? All right, seeing none. Commissioner James.
Make a motion to approve item 3.4.
All right, motion to approve item 3.4. Vice Mayor Llewellyn?
Second.
I have a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed say nay. All right. Item 3.4 passes. Okay, item 3.5, please.
Did anybody say nay?
No. I just wanted, if I can just be clear for a moment. There was a misconception out in the public amongst some people that the millage rate was increasing. So I was jumping the gun a little bit as far as making sure, but it is 5.998, which it has been since 2011. So I just wanted to reiterate that. So the misconception that the millage rate was increasing is not increasing. And so thank you for saying that out loud in public again.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Item 3.4 passes unanimously. On to item 3.5, the total tentative budget. Eve?
A resolution of the City Commission as required by the City Charter and Section 200.65 of the Florida Statutes, approving a tentative annual budget for the city's fiscal year 2024-2025, providing for a public hearing with objections will be heard and questions and concerns regarding the budget will be answered, providing for conflicts and an effective date. Mr. DiPaolo.
The total tentative budget across all city operating funds is proposed at $164,339,611, and it's under the blanket right there, all the cash. It's right there. No, I'm just kidding. So we're really excited about this budget. The city manager has tremendous initiatives that, through the strategic planning that was approved by the City Commission a few years ago, and we're really happy to move forward and kick off this new budget year. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank. This is a public hearing. This is a public item. Does anybody speak on this item? 3.5. All right, seeing none. Commissioner James.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the budget, which is item 3.5.
All right, I have a motion to approve the budget, item 3.5. Vice Mayor Llewellyn?
Second.
I have a second. Okay. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed say nay. All right. Budget passes unanimously. Thank you very much. Good work, Frank.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'd just like to briefly thank Frank and his whole entire team. Our CFO and his whole team does an excellent job. I know you guys spent a lot of time, a lot of work on that, a lot of stress. This was actually the easiest day for you guys. Okay. Sure, go ahead. Vice Mayor?
Yeah, I also want to say thank you to the city manager, to our city attorney, and all of our department directors, and our deputy city manager as well, but all of our department directors as well for really trying to keep these slim. We try to do what we can to make sure the budget is appropriate. So, and I really do appreciate everybody's work on that. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Vice Mayor. Okay, now we're going to go to presentations and special event approvals. Item 4.1 is the Eagle Scouts presentation of a flag box, and this was sponsored by Vice Mayor Llewellyn. Vice Mayor?
Yes, so you may recall that we brought Jacob here a few months back, and he wanted us to, to do his Eagle Scout project, which was to build this box where you could bring your old flags to retire, as opposed to, they have one at the American Legion, they have them in different legions, and it's the appropriate way to dispose of a flag. So we had agreed that we would do this, and I think we even gave some donations to him for some supplies, and I know he's here tonight with his entire troop, or part of his troop at least, and troop leaders as well. So Jacob, take it away.
Good evening. My name is Jacob McCaig from Troop 496. I'm here tonight to present my Eagle project to the city of Dania Beach. Becoming an Eagle Scout is the highest achievement a Scout can earn, and the Eagle project is the most important part of the process. I want my project to benefit the community where I live and represent my admiration for the people who served our community. That is why I chose to build a flag retirement box to be placed at City Hall so our community has a place to respectfully retire their American flags. I wanted to thank the city of Dania Beach for allowing me this opportunity and the commissioners for their generous donations and the help to make it a reality. Thank you.
Thank you. So I guess we have it covered. We're gonna. It's over here. We're gonna
do a little unveiling.
Do a little unveiling and take a picture.
Let us get down there with you, Jacob.
Yes. Hold on, Jacob. Hold on. Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. Hold on.
Treehouse. Yeah. What if we had treehouse in the park?
Leftover flags and stuff on the way.
Idea.
What happened to my screen again? Ralph, off again.
All right, young man. Thank you. Great job.
Jacob.
And now we just have to find the appropriate place to put it in City Hall, right? So, yeah.
Excellent.
Good. Thank you.
Excellent. Great work. Great work. Okay, item 4.2. This is CareerSource Broward Summer Youth Employment Program, and this is sponsored by Commissioner Tamara James.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Welcome, Latima. I don't know if Anna wants to go up there with you, but this is where we invest some of our money from our budget allocated to summer youth employment for our teens in the city of Dania Beach. And so Latima's coming to give us a brief overview of how it went. I know Jakia couldn't make it tonight, but she was the one student that was going to come and speak about her experience. So as we continue to support this program, I think it's important that we have you come and tell us what our return on our investment is.
Yes. Thank you. Good evening. My name is Latima Thomas. Not Latima King. I recently got married.
Oh, congratulations.
That was not changed.
Get that
on
right.
the PowerPoint.
Okay.
Do I press this to show or
once,
no?
Yes, but once it comes up.
Okay.
Could you pull your mic down just a little bit?
Okay.
Mrs. Thomas.
Well, as you know, this Summer Youth Employment Program serves all of Broward County. We serve ages 16 to 18 years old who are economically disadvantaged. This year, we served over 1,200 youth. That's the largest amount of youth that we served since the 13 years I've worked with this program. So that is a big, big accomplishment. The past 3 years, the city of Dania Beach has helped leverage additional funding to the program to allow this opportunity to additional kids, not just from Broward County, but specifically from the city of Dania Beach. The funding covers the youth wages, the training and orientation that we provide to them, workers' compensation insurance, and supportive services and staff wages. We give all the youth in the program employability skills for the first 3 days. Some of the topics that we cover during these 3 days are just basic soft skills: time management, dress etiquette, communication with their supervisor and their coworkers, problem solving, just to name a few of the topics. We also provide workplace safety training and financial literacy to all of the youth as well. Support to the youth and the workplace supervisors are provided through our worksite monitors. Monitors provide support to the youth and reinforce the employability skills that were provided to them in the beginning. They offer technical support to the workplace supervisors, and orientation is provided to the workplace supervisors as well as to the monitors. Some of our work sites that we have been working with for the past couple of years within the city of Dania Beach as well as outside. This year, we had the pleasure to work with a lot of hotels. We've worked with Dania Beach Hilton Garden Hotel, Olson Middle School, Collins Elementary School, the library, which is right next door, Broward Impact Windows and Doors, Comfort Suites Hotel, AC Hotel by Marriott Fort Lauderdale Airport, and Marriott Fort Lauderdale Airport. We also work with Stranahan, where some of the Dania Beach youth worked at, Art and Culture Center of Hollywood, Hollywood Career Institute, and AA Immigration Services. So the young lady that worked this year, her name is Jakia Reed. This is her first time participating in the program. This is her first time working. She's 16 years old. I do have a picture of her. Oh, I'm supposed to be switching it? I'm sorry.
Oh.
Let me get to it. I didn't know it was ready. I apologize. This is her. So this is her face. She worked at the Comfort Suites Hotel. And I would like to read to you her evaluation. She received the highest score that a youth can receive, which is a score of 36. And this is what her supervisor wrote. For her strengths, excellent attitude, always smiling and happy, team player, helps coworkers in all areas, willing to learn new tasks and work in all departments. Recommendation, further training on handling guest complaints and more time on computer skills. What this hotel did for her, Her assignment was to work at the front desk. But they had her work at the front desk. They had her work in food and beverages. They had her work inspecting the hotel rooms. They had her working in all the areas of the hotel. Her favorite area was food and beverage because she told me she got to interact with the guests that came in. So when they came in the morning to come get their breakfast, she greeted them, she helped them prepare their breakfast, and they were giving her tips. So she was really happy at that. And her first tip was $5, and her supervisor said, bought her a frame to put the $5 in. So that was really special. I went to check in on her and the supervisor because the Comfort Suites, this is their first time participating with the program as well. So I went out to check with them to see how everything was going. And the day I went out was the day that they were actually doing their evaluation. She was doing an evaluation with Ms. Reed. Ms. Reed was all smiles, she was all happy, and she really enjoyed her time there. And she said that if she gets selected to participate again next year, she definitely wants to go back to Comfort Suites. So I'm a little bummed that she wasn't able to come tonight, but I am hoping that she does participate next year and she gets to work at Comfort Suites so that she can continue with her skills that she is learning there, especially her customer service skills that she's learning at that hotel. We really just want to say thank you to City of Dania Beach because, again, the funds that we do receive from this city does allow for additional youth from this city to participate each and every year that you guys participate by giving us that extra funding. So thank you very much. There is a video I hope we have time for us to show, do we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A few minutes. I got her timer on.
So
She started at 7:16.
are you going to click?
Ralph's got you.
Okay. Thank you.
Opportunity, initiative, leadership. For many youth, entering the workforce and holding that first paycheck can be a source of immense pride and satisfaction.
CareerSource Broward's Summer Youth Employment Program provides Broward County students between the ages of 16 and 18 with paid employment over the summer. But it's more than just a job. It's a learning experience with invaluable lessons in those soft skills that are sought after by employers.
Through a partnership with the Children's Services Council of Broward County, CareerSource Broward Summer Youth Employment Program prepares our region's emerging workforce for a rewarding professional future. CareerSource Broward's 8-week dynamic initiative provides students with employment experiences in different industries that are closely related to their career choices. It all starts with training. In preparation for their workforce journey, youth attend a 3-day employability skills workshop. Critical skills including punctuality, time management, professional presentation, communication, conflict resolution, and teamwork are addressed through interactive discussions, workbooks, role-playing, and computer training.
It really has helped me in learning really how to control my voice.
I've learned a lot, such as work etiquette, just how to be more professional in the office space, how to incorporate everything that I learned from any job there is into my future profession.
Young people bring a fresh perspective. They have a unique way of doing things and a unique viewpoint on the world today.
Computer skills, phone skills, greeting customers, everything that I've done here that I can definitely take to the future with me.
They bring an energy and an enthusiasm into the organization.
Really just opening my mind to the business world. So it's been great.
It furthered my ability to multitask in a work environment, especially like a stressful work environment.
I've learned, what to do if, we have to have an emergency C-section, make calls, like emergency calls if we need someone to go to the OR room or if we need someone to come down as far as like anesthesia or anything like that.
By providing innovative employment solutions and quality workforce services to businesses and individuals in Broward County, CareerSource Broward Summer Youth Employment Program is the ultimate community investment.
The Summer Youth Employment Program is just second to none. We have been doing this for many years, and as an employer speaking, I can tell you it brings a lot of value to the table.
We have youth that are in a variety of different departments here at the city, Parks and Recreation, our City Commission office. They've been awesome, and it's been a great experience for us and for the youth to learn skills that they can use when they move on to the workforce.
We're teaching them the tools of how to budget, how to use computers to interface with other businesses, and then how to appropriately have dialogue with other colleagues in a business setting.
These enriching employment experiences, populated across 230 South Florida work sites, are directly matched with youth interests, resulting in an enjoyable and fulfilling work experience for both employers and youth employees. By developing career-oriented youth, CareerSource Broward's Summer Youth Employment Program is boosting Broward's economy by increasing the number of local young talent who are prepared to successfully enter the workforce.
This program could not be possible without grants from our valuable community partners. Special thanks to the Children's Services Council of Broward County, the Community Foundation of Broward, the City of Fort Lauderdale, and Bank of America.
For more information about CareerSource Broward's Summer Youth Employment Program, please visit careersourcebroward.com.
So CareerSource Broward and the Summer Youth Employment Program wants to say thank you to the City of Dania Beach for believing in our mission and vision of our Summer Youth Employment Program and investing in our future workforce by providing our youth with the opportunity to experience the world of work. Thank you.
Thank you, Latima. We're hoping to have the city and our many departments be a part of this program as we continue to support it. We're doing such amazing things here, and I know that they'll have a great time.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Wonderful presentation.
Yes. Copy of the video that you showed?
Sure.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. All right, thank you very much. Moving on to item 4.3. This is a request for approval of proclamation, Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and this is Commissioner Joyce Davis's item. Yeah, just, you want approval?
Do I have approval?
Yeah. Do we have consensus? Perfect. Done. All right. I just thought you wanted to say something. All right. Moving on, no proclamation, so we're going to go right to our administrative reports with our city manager, Madam Manager, Anna Garcia.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good evening, Vice Mayor as well, commissioners, members that are here from our city team, our residents that are here and watching at home. Speaking of presentations, we have a quick presentation because we're taking recruitment to new heights, and we couldn't do that without the confidence and continued support that you as City Commission has bestowed upon us. We received your unanimous approval on August 27th, so we started recruitment August 28th, where the majority of the other 31 municipalities are going to start October the 1st once the budget is approved. So this will help us position Dania Beach in the best recruitment light. We're also going to be leading a class up at the ICMA in Pittsburgh, and I'm very proud to have been selected to represent the state of Florida in recruitment. And I wanted to show you a quick video, and kudos to Linda, our chief HR director, as well as her team, Ann, and the rest of the group, because this is what we're bringing up to Pittsburgh, and everybody will see in a national and an international level. So, Ralph, if you could just please show us that quick video.
Hi, I'm Linda, Dania Beach's Chief Human Resources Officer, and I'm thrilled to share with you what we have to offer you when you join our team. By hiring and retaining the best talent, we ensure that our residents, visitors, and team members will receive the best service any city can offer. Our ideal candidate is not only the best qualified for the job, but is also someone who wants to be part of an amazing team of professionals that serve the public with respect, integrity, and with a standard of excellence. Our recruitment process is straightforward. Once you see an opening, click on the link and submit your application. Preferences are provided to qualified veterans and city residents. We also offer a comprehensive benefits package, competitive salaries, training and development opportunities, and have an extremely supportive management team. Our culture is one of mutual respect, collaboration, and support. We strive to keep our team members engaged, motivated, and happy to come to work. We prioritize team members' work-life balance and well-being by offering a hybrid work schedule for many positions. Our RISE standards are our guiding principles that we carry each day as public servants. Everyone on our team treats each other and our community with respect, integrity, and operates at the highest standards of excellence. We do our very best each day to provide excellent service for our visitors, customers, and the Dania Beach community. Here at the City of Dania Beach, we also invest in our team members' skills through training, mentoring, coaching, and education. We encourage all full-time team members to pursue programs, undergraduate and graduate degrees, or professional certifications that will enhance their skills. We pay for those classes in most cases. We're proud to say we've been keeping up with the costs of living in South Florida by providing multiple costs of living increases over the last few years, ranging from 6 to 8.5%. Now let's talk about benefits. The city pays 84% of all insurance costs for medical, dental, and vision coverage for our full-time team members. We offer a flexible spending account for those who want to set aside tax-deferred dollars and provide a medical opt-out, which includes reimbursement for team members with other medical insurance. Full-time team members enjoy city-paid short-term and long-term disability, life insurance, identity protection, and a mental health benefit. All full-time and part-time team members participate in the Florida Retirement System FRS plan and a 457 plan with a 3% city match. Part-time team members don't have to pay Social Security taxes. Instead, their funds are set up in an additional retirement account. But wait, there's more. In addition to sick and vacation time, the city offers 12 holidays for full-time and part-time team members. Full-time team members also enjoy a floating holiday, 3 personal days, and the ability to convert sick time to 3 religious days. We offer a volunteer day to eligible team members, allowing you to spend time volunteering at a Dania Beach school or a group that is important to you. We are always looking at adding more benefits and recently added a new family day benefit for some positions, and there's additional perks. We offer free gym access at 2 of our parks, discounted summer camp for your children, and an employee assistance program for the entire family at no cost to you. We also offer numerous voluntary benefits, including plans for your pet, legal issues, accidents, and other major health and hospitalizations. Now it's time to join us. You will truly see it, live it, and love it here.
This is a labor of love, but you know, who would have thunk it? Hopefully we don't lose Linda to an Academy Award and she starts it, you know, with her newfound talent, but just the passion that Linda has brought to the Department of Human Resources and the work that both Suzette and Nanette has done, you know, with this video. This is, if you guys want excellence in recruiting and marketing our city, you're not going to get any better than that. So thank you. We wanted to play this because we're extremely, extremely proud of it. Well, speaking of being proud of our team, at the last Thursday, September the 5th, I'm going out of order here, at the National Savvy Awards in Texas, our newsletter, The Pioneer, was bestowed with the prestigious Silver Circle Award. This is on a national level. As you know, we won a big award here at the state level, so we took our talents to Texas, and I just want to take the time to congratulate our Department of Marketing and Communications, led by Nanette Rodriguez, and also our PIO, and that is Suzette that's over there. So kudos to them. Again, I mean, our city's doing fantastic work. As Eve, myself, and Candido discussed with you all today, and we informed you yesterday, Broward County Public Schools has changed their upcoming meeting to talk about our schools in our district from the 24th, that would have been in conflict with our next meeting, to September the 30th. So it's going to occur Monday, September the 30th, 2024 at South Broward High School. And if you care about the future of the schools in Dania Beach, about Collins, and about Olson, please come to the meeting. We will all be there as we have been advocates and continue to be advocates for our school, because our taxpayers pay $50 million a year into these 3 schools. So we want to make sure that our schools are not closed, and we're working in partnership with Broward County Superintendent to ensure that that does not occur. On September the 4th, our Chief Financial Officer, Frank DiPaolo, along with Candido, Fernando, Eleanor, Corinne, and Jamie, we had a presentation and a discussion with key individuals as we seek a very important bond issuance regarding our credit rating. The presentation took an hour, and we talked about our strength, where we're at financially as a city. And one of the most important key factors in our presentation is the stability of this administration, the stability of this city, and the support of our mayor and commission. And that resulted with tremendous, outstanding news that I received today from Frank. Our city has never been rated. 120 years as a city, and we have never been rated. Well, we have just positioned ourselves as a AA+ rated city with all the efforts. Congratulations to all of you, our team, and our city. But it couldn't have come at a better time, because now we're going to be able to borrow money at a very low interest rate to continue to invest in our infrastructure and everything that we're doing here for our residents. So we're very, very excited about that. On your agenda for tonight, you will officially move forward with our partnership with Olympic silver medalist Rita Crockett, who is here today. We're extremely excited about that support that's moving forward, because we're going to be presenting a world-class program at Frost Park commencing this winter of 2025. It's going to be a diverse program, it's going to be a unique program, and it's going to be marketed and led by someone that's extremely special, working in partnership with us. So we're extremely excited, and as soon as this becomes official, we will start the marketing, getting the word out. But this is a very exciting time in our city. I have reached out to Ron Book, the Ron Book team, to commence the strategy and conversation regarding upcoming legislative session to continue on the path we started 5 years ago and built on last year's success. We were the only city in Broward County that batted 1,000. We put in for 4 projects. We got all 4 projects. We're going to continue to go to Tallahassee, and we're going to continue to be advocates for our city, and we will not leave any stone unturned in regards to bringing funding back to Dania Beach. I also want to highlight a very important project at our water plant. We have a great water plant and really outstanding leaders there. We don't talk about our water plant too much, so in my manager's report, we're going to be highlighting different departments. We have invested and recently completed a $470,000 project that replaced the motor gearbox and many valves and actuators for our filters. We now have 2 accelerators functioning properly versus 1, maximizing filtration, enhancing performance, and the production of our water. So just wanted to get that word out, that our water is one of the best waters that you can have, and it wouldn't happen without the support that we get from our mayor and our city commission to ensure that every single department is running on all cylinders. The Southwest 52nd Street storm drainage. We have a record amount of investment in storm drainage in our city, and a lot of it has to do that, we're constantly looking to seek grants. We are shovel ready. Our commission makes sure that we have the funding to match these grants. So we're positioning ourselves in the best way possible. So the Southwest 52nd Street Storm Drainage Project has commenced. This is a $1 million investment in partnership with the state of Florida. And this will allow us to connect 52nd Street to our existing surrounding drainage system. This project will greatly mitigate and eliminate the persistent flooding issues in this area. Kudos to Fernando, to Denzer, to Colin, and all involved in this crucial project. So remarkable time to be in our city and to continue to move the city forward. I couldn't be more grateful to have such support from our mayor, our vice mayor, and our commissioners. And what can I say about this amazing group of public servants that we have? So thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Manager. Wonderful report. Yep, reverse osmosis over at our water plant. I brag about it as much as I can. One of the few cities that even has that. All right, moving on to City Attorney, Attorney Boutsis, report.
I'm going to keep it real short. Go Dolphins.
All right. Okay, City Clerk.
Okay, so your next meeting is on September 24th, and that will be your final budget hearing as well as your regular City Commission meeting at 7 p.m. And then we have our next meeting after that on October 7th for CRA at 5:30 and regular City Commission meeting at 7 p.m. Remember, that is a Monday, not your regular Tuesday meeting. So it's Monday, October 7th.
Monday.
And
All
that's
right.
it, Mayor.
Thank you, Clerk. Okay, public safety reports. We'll start with our BSO Captain, Jason Terralla. You're on. You're on.
Is it on? Can you hear?
Yeah.
Okay. Good evening. So I'll start out. We had a shooting, shots fired call last week. Deputy responded over to 49 Southwest 14th Street in reference to a shots fired call from the listed address. Upon arrival, our deputies identified shell casings, and they also met with a witness who advised hearing several shots were fired. Our deputies immediately conducted a sweep of the residence, and upon entering the sweep of the residence, they conducted a victim who positively identified that a shooting had occurred. During the sweep of that residence, we located the firearm. The suspect was detained, who was still inside the residence at the time. He was placed into custody for the shooting. We recovered the firearm, and that firearm was also, serial numbers were scratched off the firearm, which is also another felony, and that subject was placed into custody. Post Miranda, he advised there was an altercation. He got mad, and he stepped outside the house and fired multiple rounds into the air. So he was placed into custody. Last week, our deputies responded to 128 South Federal Highway near Jackson's Ice Cream in reference to a burglary in progress. Upon arrival, the suspect was seen fleeing the area on foot, and after a short foot pursuit, our deputies were able to take the suspect into custody without incident. After the suspect was placed into custody and through our investigation, we discovered that multiple vehicles in the area were burglarized and that this suspect was the gentleman who committed those crimes. Post Miranda, he admitted to committing multiple of the burglaries, and one of the vehicles that were burglarized actually had a 3-year-old child who was sitting inside the vehicle while the mother was going to get ice cream at Jackson's while he was attempted to break into that car. So he's in custody right now, and he was charged with multiple counts of burglary. In last 2 months ago, we had a robbery that occurred over at 4054 Southwest 52nd Street. A gentleman was leaving the Hard Rock Casino, and he was going to his friend's house at about 5 o'clock in the morning. Upon arrival to his friend's house, 2 subjects, unknown subjects, came up behind him, hit him in the head with a firearm, and took his jewelry, which was over $100,000 worth of jewelry. Through investigative means, over the last 2 months, our robbery detectives were able to positively identify a suspect. Our Viper, working in partnership with Miami-Dade RID, was able to identify the suspect, locate him yesterday down in Miami-Dade, and they placed him into custody, and they recovered $100,000 worth of the stolen jewelry, which the suspect had on his person at the time when we got him in custody down in Metro-Dade. So all that stolen jewelry was returned to the victim in this case. I want to update everyone on Dania Point. Dania Point has been extremely successful over the summer. Now that school's back in, I didn't want to speak outside until we were done with the summer, but ever since we put that plan in place with the city manager, we met with Kimco, and we came up with such a high-profile law enforcement presence on that property. We had a single issue over the last 8 weeks on the property. And I can also happily say that because of our presence there, the crime rate, alone for property crime, has decreased significantly. I'm going to have those numbers for you at the next commission meeting, but we've seen a huge reduction in crime in Dania Point, even for property crime. So it's been a huge success all the way around. The partnership with the city, the partnership with Kimco, it has really been a blessing over the last 8 weeks, and all of our residents have enjoyed going there without any issues. On Saturday, September 21st, we're hosting a shred-a-thon, an Operation Medicine Cabinet at Bass Pro Shops at 200 Gulfstream Way from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., and that's in partnership with our downtown and regional services. We usually do that twice a year. On October 25th at Frost Park, we're holding our Night Out with Law Enforcement with our Fall Festival with the city. That's a big event. We do it every year. Usually we do it at C.W. Thomas. Unfortunately, we can't do it there this year, but it'll be at Frost Park. So I'm hoping that we'll get the word out, which I know we will, and get a phenomenal response from our youth to be there. And we're also in the process right now. Lieutenant Romano has been tasked with this. We're going to be doing a DL checkpoint in the city, which is the first time we've done that since I've been the chief here. So we'll be setting up a DL checkpoint, which is like a DUI checkpoint. We used to do them a lot. So we're setting it up right now. There's legality we have to do to it, and we're in the process of setting it up right now. Once I get that set, I'll let you guys know the date, the time, and location, which we have to put out through the media so everyone's aware of it, but we will be doing that in the city. And last but not least, I do want to thank someone. Where's she at? Lieutenant Cooper, come up here. Come on up here. So I never get to do this. So I want to bring her up here and say that I could not run this district without this phenomenal lady right here. She is my second-hand woman. She serves as our deputy chief of the city, and she's my XO, and we are completely unified and in sync on everything we do. We talk about everything that goes on in the city, and I would be unable to go away on vacation if it wasn't because of her. This city is my second home, and protecting these residents is my number one priority. I would never be able to leave the city if I didn't know that Lieutenant Cooper was here, and we don't skip a beat when I'm not here. She's phenomenal. She's the hardest working deputy I've ever met in BSO. And we are blessed to have her here. I do know, I've said it before, I do know at some point she will be getting a chief's job somewhere, and I don't want to say that, but I don't want to hurt anybody. But at some point, she will be getting a chief's job. But as long as we have her here, we are truly blessed, and I am very blessed. So I wanted to publicly come out here and say thank you for everything you do for us in the city. Thank you. That's all I got.
Commissioner Davis?
I also, thank you, Chief, but I have to give kudos to Lieutenant Cooper as well. A couple times this week, you have just gone above and beyond what your duty is. And one of the residents in one of our condos was just elderly. She was too prideful to seek help. And, Lieutenant Cooper not only just went in there and had her team to help the senior, but also is going to provide elder services. And so it's not just protection, but it's finding services and really doing more than what you're required to do, and it made a real big difference for our residents. So thank you for what you do and getting those kids off that beach for National Skip Day.
Yes.
So thank you so much for what you do, both of you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Captain. Thank you, Lieutenant. Excellent work as always. All right, up next we have our BSO Fire Chief, Sergio Pellicer.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Commissioners, City Manager, City staff, and the great citizens of Dania Beach. So as far as the fire department goes, we continue. We actually just finished up our biannual drills, fire drills that we conduct at City Hall, Public Works, our parks. They're all completed. Everybody did a great job. Our firefighters right now are going through what we call LifeScan physical, so they get a physical every year and make sure they're in top shape. Our senior meetings are back, so we participate and bring our seniors back some safety tips to make sure that they're keeping up with everything. This past month, August of this month, Station 1 and Station 17 responded to 669 calls for service. 98 of them were fire related, and 571 of them were medical calls. I'd like to personally thank you all and thank all the city staff for your support during our annual September 11th commemoration. There was a lot of people there yesterday, and I appreciate all the support. And our firefighters and police officers appreciate your support. Now that that is over, we're preparing for our holiday run, our toy drives. And this year we're going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to work with the Parks and Rec team and our special events team to try to do something different and a little bit better this year. So thank you for everything. And if you have any questions. No?
Questions?
Okay, thank you.
No, Chief. Thank you very much. excellent work on the 9/11 ceremony also. It gets better and better. All right, now it's time for citizens' comments. I have one comment that was submitted. This is Linda Wilson. Ms. Wilson, please state your name and address. Everybody has 3 minutes.
Linda Wilson, 1547 Adams Street, Hollywood, Florida. I am the president of the Friends of the Dania Beach Library, and I am also a consultant for the Dania Beach Historical Society and Museum, and one of the initiates of the establishment of that Dania Beach Historical Society. I wanted to say, as a historic preservation proponent, both in Hollywood and in Dania Beach, I am a little bit disappointed in this city being the oldest city, 120 years old, and its lack of preservation efforts. I am very concerned with the lack of support for the A.C. Frost House being preserved, and especially as it relates to the fact that one of the reasons was given by this commission of not considering its move to Frost Park was because of the established Frost Park and parks plans for all the parks. All of a sudden now, we are able to take an unrequested plan for this particular proponent that you have here on number 11 to establish a beach activities centered promotion and put it in Frost Park. How does that impact the city's plan for the parks? Was there no impact? None whatsoever, but we couldn't move the founder's house to that location. Perhaps there's another location close by that could be considered. I don't know that, but I am severely concerned about the fact that you can take an unsolicited proposal like that and switch it over after how many years of the parks plan being accepted and proposed by this commission. I want to congratulate you on setting aside the monies for the renovation of the Nyberg Swanson House and what I thought was the set-aside funds for the Dania Beach Women's Club. I see that the activity is actually going on Nyberg Swanson, and I went over to the Dania Beach Women's Club because it looked like it was being worked on. Well, it looks like it's only been painted. Not even the frames of the windows have been replaced. Now, I was under the impression that these funds had already been established. They were set aside, the money was there, and now, where is it? Where's the money to continue with the Dania Beach Women's Club renovations? I don't think that if that's being proposed, that you don't have those funds, I want to know what happened to those set-aside funds. I'm very, very upset about this. Now, I know other people won't speak out about it, and I don't live here. I live in Hollywood. But again, as I said, as a historic preservation proponent, I want to say how disappointed that I am in this. I had one other thing. I know, Mayor Ryan, you have a comment on the A.C. Frost House. I have no idea what it is, but thank you for giving me the time to speak.
Thank you, Mrs. Wilson. We appreciate your comments, and I'll speak with you after the meeting, and we'll have staff address some of your questions as well. Thank you. Okay, any more citizens' comments out there? All right, seeing none. Okay, now we're going to move on to the consent agenda. Are there any items that the commission wishes to remove from the consent agenda? Commissioner James?
No, I make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Okay, I have a motion to approve the consent agenda. Commissioner Vice Mayor Llewellyn, sorry.
Second.
All right, I have a second from Vice Mayor Llewellyn. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed say nay. Okay, the consent agenda passes. All right, we have no bids and requests for proposals, so we're going to go to item 11.1, which is our quasi-judicial and public hearing item.
And on the dais, you have addendum 11.1, which is just correcting the title and the resolution. So it's a resolution of the City Commission pursuant to the requirements of Florida statutes, section 255.065, after holding the second of two public hearings, accepting an unsolicited proposal by Rita Crockett Beach Sports Academy for a qualified project for The Pit, a beach sports facility at Frost Park, and making a determination that it is in the public's interest to proceed with the unsolicited proposal, providing for conflicts and an effective date. Very briefly, this is a requirement that came about on July 1st by the Florida legislature, required two public hearings. At the last meeting, we had our first, and at this second public meeting, you need to make certain findings of fact that this is a public benefit, which we with Ms. Crockett's assistance, we did provide those to you. It's attached to the resolution as an exhibit. And once this part is done and the public hearing ends, we take all this and we have to publish it in the Florida Administrative Registrar for 7 consecutive business days.
Okay, thank you, Eve. This is a public hearing. Does anybody wish to speak on this item? All right, seeing none. Ms. Wilson?
Again, one of the reasons I am speaking on this is not that I'm opposed to it, but as it very clearly says, it's a beach sports facility. Why is it not being proposed for the beach? This belongs there. I know there may have been, this is the second public hearing. I'm sorry I wasn't aware of the first public hearing. Having been a purchasing agent for 18 years in the city of Fort Lauderdale, I am very familiar with requests for proposals, bids. I am very familiar with these, including unsolicited proposals. I'm very sorry that this was never brought forward with a lot more publicity, because I don't know how many people attended the first public hearing. I don't know, and I don't see anybody here except the person who's promoting it. I have no objection to it whatsoever. I do have an objection for Frost Park and its consideration there and its impact on the parks plan. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Wilson. Any other citizen comments? Okay. Commissioner Davis?
Motion to approve.
I said it. Okay, I have a motion from Commissioner Davis. Commissioner James?
Second with comment.
Okay, I have a motion and a second with comment. Go ahead, Commissioner James.
Yes, I just want to publicly state how proud I am that our park staff has partnered with different people in our community to bring different unique things to the city of Dania Beach. Outdoor volleyball, the safest way to play that is in the sand, and it's not, and I do as an athlete know that there are various athletic uses for sand than just volleyball. We had one at UM and we use it for the sand pit. We can use that for every sport that plays. I also know, just for a little historical information to the public, we've had our Parks Master Plan since probably 2011, 2018, and it has changed quite a few times. Even the one at Frost Park has changed a few times as well. And so as our needs grow, I think that we need to diversify the type of sports that we have. We do have it in the contract that if it doesn't work out for X amount of years, that we could go back to something different. And I do think that this aligns with what Parks and Recreation is. I'm sorry, I personally don't feel that a historical house should go into a athletic facility, and so I stand by my position very proudly to support it, and I can't wait to see the product.
Okay. All right, I have a motion and a second from the commission. All in favor of item 11.1, say aye. Aye. Any opposed, say nay. All right, item 11.1 passes.
Mr. Mayor, Rita wanted to say some words, and she wanted to show you something. We wanted to take a quick picture because we're going to be marketing this program. So if I can have a point of privilege and have Rita come forward and just make a quick presentation to you guys.
Sure.
And before she speaks, we are working on the contract to bring that forward for the final approval.
Guys, I just want to thank you for allowing us to to bring this to Dania Beach. I'm a citizen here. I've lived in Dania Beach for 12 years, and I love it. So anything that we are bringing to the city is with heart and spirit. And of course, I'm an athlete, former athlete, but I'm an athlete. And you have to do something athletic, even if it's walking, you know, to keep going, to keep moving. And this thing that we're bringing is a sand facility that has soccer, it has sand soccer, sand flag football, sand volleyball, sand tennis, sand pickleball. I mean, we're going to do everything. So it's not just a beach volleyball facility. It's for the seniors to go play and for juniors. And I'm so proud and thankful that you guys believe in us enough to make this the home at Dania Beach. And it's going to be big, I promise. And with that, I just wanted to share my Olympic medal.
Can you guys all come down for a quick photo? And
it's my silver medal. I was an Olympian in 1984. And so you can all have pictures with it if you want. And then I have my Congressional Medal of Honor also. I brought that. And this is my Olympics. You guys are right. 1984.
Okay, take one step back. Yeah, there you go. You're all in the shot. Big smiles. Okay, I got it. Yes, sir. Yeah. Weird angle. Let's take one step this way.
Thanks, Rita.
Thank you, Rita. Bye-bye, guys. We'll talk soon.
Back to the trophy case you go. Okay, now on to second reading ordinances, item 13.1, Eve.
An ordinance of the City Commission authorizing the expenditure of city funds exceeding $1 million for rebuilding lift stations 4 and 6 and 11, providing for codification, conflicts, severability, effective date, public services.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Commissioners, Tincture Zaiden, Deputy Public Service Director, and City Engineer. This is the second reading because City Charter requires City Commission's approval for expenditures more than $1 million, and we are going to put it out bid for these sewer lift stations, lift station 4, 6, and 11. They are located 1151 Southeast 5th Court, 631 Northeast 2nd Street, and 1700 Northeast 7th Avenue. And that's all I have with this one.
All right. This public hearing, does anybody wish to speak on this item? All right, seeing none. Commissioner James?
Make a motion to approve 13.1.
Motion to approve 13.1. Vice Mayor?
Second.
Second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed say nay. All right.
Thank you so much.
Motion passes. Thank you, Denzer. Okay, on to discussion and possible action, item 14.1. Eve?
A resolution of the City Commission authorizing the administration to approve a contract to work with Della Social to create interactive public art mosaic in celebration of the city's 120th anniversary, initiated by the city's Public Art Advisory Board. This is a community development item.
Hello, good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Commissioners. Eleanor Norina, Community Development Director. Like the City Attorney said, this is an agreement. The Public Art Board is looking to involve themselves in the Dania After Dark anniversary event. So their goal is to provide an interactive opportunity for residents and visitors to showcase themselves during the event, the anniversary event. It's a mosaic, which they take pictures of the people attending, and in the end, it comes out to a large picture, which will say Dania Beach, excuse me, 120 anniversary. It'll be something that we will have a physical picture that we can post here in the atrium for a month or so, and we'll also have a digital image that will live on our website. So if you have any questions, staff is recommending approval, and like I said, we're requesting to expend less than $10,000 from the city's public art fund. If you have any questions, I'm here.
All right, thank you. Commissioner Salvino?
I make a motion to pass this item.
All right, I have a motion from Commissioner Salvino to pass item 14.1. Commissioner James?
Second.
I have a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed say nay. All right, motion passes. Thank you, Eleanor. All right, item 14.2. This is U.S. Coast Guard parking at Dania Beach, and this is Commissioner Joyce Davis's item.
Thank you, Mayor. I had the wonderful opportunity to do an in-depth tour of the U.S. Coast Guard facility right here in Dania Beach at the Von D. Mizell Eula Johnson State Park. And we really had, from the mess hall to the technology, I had a very, very big, wonderful and memorable experience. So I got to talk to a lot of the officers there. They talked about the search and rescue operations. They talked about the maritime law enforcement, what they do with drug trafficking, interceptions, human trafficking, and drugs trafficking, and smuggling interceptions. And so I really got to see an in-depth look of how they really protect our borders and how they protect our coastlines against the oil spills and different hazardous materials. And so I was truly impressed by how much they protect us as first responders. And at the end of my tour, I just said, thank you, for your service. Thank you for all you do to protect the city of Dania Beach and our residents. And I just happened to say, well, what can we do for you? And they wanted to become part of our community. They wanted to have more of a partnership with the city of Dania Beach, but they also discussed the parking at Dania Beach because they are employed there. They protect our waters. They protect our coastline. And so it was suggested, and I said that I would bring it up for discussion and possible action, to either have a free or discounted rate for the Coast Guard members who work at the Dania Beach facility. They wanted to be able to have more of a presence in Dania Beach, but it would be at, they would have to be an employee of the Coast Guard that's there. So when I say that I'm going to do something, I do follow through, and so it is up for discussion because basically they're looking for a discounted rate or a Coast Guard rate or something like that that would discount their their presence at the beach. And so I'm just bringing that up for discussion and possible action. The benefits is that it could strengthen our community relationship and our partnership with them, and that it would just benefit the tourism and the marine businesses that are in the surrounding industries that we have there. So I'm bringing it up because I said that I would, and I wanted to get your feedback. I do know that there are some concerns, but I wanted to get the commission feedback on that request. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Davis. Any discussion from the commission? Commissioner James? Oh, sorry. Okay, you're good.
Yes, for the first point of clarification, they pay to park on the beach when they go to work, or is this for their leisure time they want?
This will be for leisure.
For leisure time. And then how many employees do they have?
They have around
I can't.
Well, you can go back to her so she can answer, and then back to me.
Okay. Go ahead.
I don't have the exact number, but it wouldn't be, what we could do is what they suggested is to have it for a certain amount, whatever the would be appropriate, and, give them out according to the availability for parking at the beach. So we could decide how many permits they had. It didn't have to be for their entire crew, but I don't have the exact number of employees.
Hold on. All right, back to you.
I don't want to guess, but I would say there's no more than 70 employees or something like that. But I don't want to guess because I don't exact number.
Okay. Hold on. Commissioner James, any more questions, any comments?
Well, yes, I would want to know a plan. I would need to know all of the details. I would be uncomfortable giving out 60 to 80 parking passes for free at the beach. It is a stream of revenue for us. If we talk about maybe a discounted rate, something that we give our seniors, maybe, but I still need to know all of the data information, like how many, and then what, get with our staff and see what is most appropriate that we could do without losing too much revenue and what that looks like.
Okay. Commissioner Salvino?
Thank you. I guess something similar to that. I think that, do we offer any free passes to any other military? Okay, all right, discounted, I didn't know, that's what I thought you were asking for. Discounted passes to any other military or anything of that type?
Just for our residents.
Just resident. I mean, I would, at that point, because we don't want to open a can of worms, but I would be willing to, in my opinion, give them at least a senior's rate or even a residence rate where even if they're not in the city, I think that, if they work in the city like that, I would be okay with something like that. I think, some form of discount.
Well, technically, the Coast Guard station's in Hollywood because John Lloyd's in Hollywood.
Okay.
Yeah, they have it wrong for sure.
Huh? What? Yeah, well, I know it.
Are you done? All right, Commissioner?
Yeah, so I'm willing to give a discounted rate. If you guys want to come up with a plan, I'm okay with something like that.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Salvino. Vice Mayor Llewellyn?
I just think it opens up a can of worms because you don't know who else is going to come out looking for the same thing. If you start it with one, you're going to end up with others. You just said, do we have a discount for veterans? Do we have a discount for other military? Do we have a discount for first responders? I mean, there's a lot of different people that could then come forward with it, and then you're going to end up impacting the overall stream of revenue. And we already have people complaining that there aren't enough spaces at the beach and complaining that it's too expensive. So it kind of, I feel like it's going to end up nullifying the whole plan that we put in place before about trying to help out our residents more so. So I would be against it.
Okay, thank you, Vice Mayor. Commissioner James?
No, I don't know what happened. I didn't.
Oh, okay. Commissioner Davis?
I would just reiterate that this is the Coast Guard and it is at our borders. So, and just reemphasize the fact that this was a request from the Coast Guardsmen. This is not something that I'm coming up with, and I believe that because they are protecting our waters and it is the Coast Guard, that does differentiate them from other military groups. But I'm not opposed to having a discount for, our military, but that's not what's at hand. That's not what's at the discussion right now. So when people protect and serve and put their lives on the line for us, I believe that we should, if there's something that we can do in, to make their lives a little bit easier or to become more of a partner with the people who are protecting us every day and intercepting immigrants and keeping us safe and from harm, then, if I can do that, then that's something that I would do. If you don't agree, then that's fine. I'm not going to fall on the sword for it, but I definitely believe that anytime that we can serve our public or serve our military and serve our Coast Guard in any way that we can, then that's something that I do support. So it's up to you guys, and we'll just let it go from there. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Davis. Is there any further discussion or possible action on this item? All right. Seeing none, I guess we'll move forward. We'll go to item 15.1 to appoint. Well, no one want to make a motion on it, so the item dies, right? Eve, yeah, the item dies. No one made a motion. Commissioner Salvino?
Never mind.
Okay. Anybody will make yeah, I asked for discussion and further action. Anybody? No? Okay, all right, let's move on. We have two appointments. Item 15.1 for the Education Advisory Board. We have two vacancies, Vice Mayor Llewellyn and Commissioner Salvino. Almost. All right, guys, you got some homework. Okay, and then you two again for the Marine Advisory Board. All right, okay. Make some phone calls now.
I'll try.
Someone want my Marine? What do you have? Education? Yeah, I can find someone for education. You can find someone for Marine.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll do this for the next meeting. Yeah, because you already have someone appointed right now. Wonderful. Okay, now let's move on to Commissioner comments. We'll start Commissioner Joyce Davis.
I want to start with the 9/11 ceremony. I was here when we first started it, I believe 3 years ago, and I want to congratulate the chief again for just really finding a way to commemorate our heroes who paid the ultimate sacrifice on 9/11. The mayor did a great job with commemorating with his speech as well. But again, I had a wonderful suggestion from one of our residents who thought that as we move forward, that maybe we could involve Olson Middle School because it is the children who weren't there. I was a teacher at the time during 9/11, and I was in school teaching middle school, and so maybe that we can find a way to partner to be able to expose some of the kids at Olson. Obviously, we wouldn't want all of the children there, but to find a way to commemorate 9/11 in partnership with our schools. Let me see what else. Commission contingency funds. I had a question about when is our last meeting for that, in order to be able to use the remainder of our funds.
Turn on.
Yes, that would be the last meeting coming up September the 24th.
Okay. So I will wait until then for that, and then I believe then that will conclude my commission comments. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Davis. Commissioner James?
Yes, what a beautiful ceremony for 9/11. I think it's always a reminder of something that can unite us, although it was a horrific tragedy. C.W. Thomas Park, the walls are going up, and every day that I drive by there, I see the progress. Really excited for that facility and what it will bring us. Wanted to give a huge shout out to the chamber, who's always having packed luncheons and things for the businesses in our city. Just had it at Pura Vida. And last but not least, I'm excited to represent the city at the PEA retreat. We're going to the Bahamas tomorrow. So, yeah. So enjoy your weekend. I'm going to enjoy mine.
All right. Have a good time, Commissioner James. Commissioner Salvino?
Thank you. Yeah, the 9/11 was done very well, as the city manager spoke there, that, this is our third year of doing that, and it gets better and better each time, even though it's a moment of sadness. But I think it was very emotional, and it was just a nice job put on by the BSO. My contingency, I haven't used a lot of it all year, and I'm going to ask for two things tonight. As you well know, I'm besides being I'm a member of the Prestige Club, and the Prestige Club offers the etiquette programs for the Dania Beach schools. They've done it for Olson, and I believe Addicts as well. I'm not sure, but I know they put it on, and they have maybe it was Dania Elementary. Yeah, and I know that they put on the etiquette. I know that we do sponsor that a little bit, but the school board, and they bring the buses out and teach children how to sit at the table, dance, respect, pull a chair off for young girls, and just teach them manners. And with that, I like to support their program. They're going to have a gala on October 19th. I'm going to see if we can take out the city's contingency. It's $2,000 for table of 10 that we can go support the Prestige Club. If I can get some support for that, I would like to ask the commission.
Commission, do I have consensus for the $2,000 from the Commission Contingency Fund? Seeing 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got consensus.
And then also, they're in a little bit of dire straits right now because they do run on funding. They are moving next door because their facility is being renovated. And I'd like to also, out of my contingency, give them $1,000.
Okay, Commission, good? All right, we have approval. Wonderful.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Commissioner Salvino.
That'd be all.
All right, Vice Mayor Llewellyn.
I will echo everybody else's comments, and Chief Pelliser did a wonderful job with the 9/11 ceremony, as always. And with that, it is 8:22. Go Dolphins. That's it.
All right, thank you, Vice Mayor. That's what I'd like to hear. Yes, exactly. It was a touching ceremony. It was definitely impactful, and I think the city does a wonderful job to honor everything that happened on that day, and for us to remember. And we're deeply, deeply appreciative of our first responders, and that was a big day of reflection, and it was very symbolic, very symbolic. So, wonderful, wonderful job by our chief and everybody involved. So, yep, with that, meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody. Way to pass the budget.